Hey guys, I am ready to get this evening started. Crossing my fingers, tonight is a lot better than last night. Last night was just a weird night. A ton of bad offers coming in. A lot of declining had to be done. Of course, you know, we have declining here and there and a reasonable offer comes in, but it was like a spell of bad offers coming in. And then I see drivers going into a restaurant. I'm like, wait a minute. I hope they didn't take these bad, low paying, backwards offers. You know, there are a lot of newer drivers out. They just don't know any better. They think they have to accept them or they're going to be deactivated. I hear it all the time from newer drivers, which of course you won't be deactivated for declining. If that was the case, I would have been deactivated a very long time ago. So the evening has started. I've already started off with a decline. I'm sure that's no surprise to you guys. $9.07. Of course, that sounds nice, but not for 8 miles. That was a decline. After I declined that, Ubereats came in with a more reasonable offer, $7.01 for 3.2 miles. I am here right now. We're going to go in there and check on the order, and the parking lot is dead. That isn't a good sign, especially for this restaurant. The parking lots are usually packed. They're usually pretty busy. We're going to see how tonight goes. Let me know how things have been for you guys during, you know, the holidays. It can pick up and stuff, but you just never know. And of course, market to market, things can really vary, events going on, that type of stuff. But we're going to go in there, check on this order, and hopefully we can keep these wheels to move it. Hopefully it ain't anything like last night. We're heading in. Hi, how's it going? Good. Picking up for
and there's no dairy for sure on any of this because I don't want to open the bag and get it home. And
No. I told them just.
I know the receipt.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Order was ready, which is awesome. I would hope so. There is no cars out front and barely anybody inside. Customer is 6 minutes, 2.3 miles. They are in an apartment. They did leave some notes, which is greatly appreciated. We're on our way. Quick, easy drop off. GPS took me right to the building, did me some quick stairs, got myself in a mini workout. The nice thing is that, you know, at least back in the day when I first started 4 years ago, the GPS would, if you were lucky, got you to the right apartment complex, but you would have to go find the map in the complex and navigate yourself to the apartment. And hopefully it wasn't raining or dark out because that would make it so much difficult. So it's so nice having the GPS take us to the correct building. Now, of course, you can't always rely on it. I still once in a while have the GPS or the pinpoint take me to an apartment complex that's next door. I've even had it pinpoint a neighbor's house on the other side of the block. So you always have to double check with your eyes, make sure you're at the right location. So easy drop off altogether. Just love how accurate the GPS is when finding apartments for the most part. So on the way here, I was trying to line up another offer to keep the wheels to moving, but DoorDash sent me an offer, $5.25, and the miles, 8.9 miles. That was a backwards offer, and I had to pick up 2 orders, so that was an absolute no. And then Uber Eats wanted to try and give me an offer as well, and the same thing, another backwards offer, $5.60 for 7.4 miles. Those are just ridiculous. I hope this is not a sign of what tonight's gonna be like. I'm gonna get out of this apartment complex and see what else I can line up. I will touch base with you guys in a bit and let you know what's going on. Hopefully it's with an offer that I've taken. All right, guys. Why is there so many backwards offers? Have you guys been noticing more backwards offers more than usual where the miles are higher than the pay? I mean, that's pretty crazy. I feel like I've been seeing a lot more of them. You know, they're not even worth even thinking twice about. You're having to drive far miles for very little pay, and I've mentioned it many times. We're driving our own vehicles, having to put gas in our own vehicles. It just doesn't make any sense. This is what I had to decline. $7.69 for 7.3 miles. And then the other offer that I ended up declining was $8.65 for 12 miles. What is up with that? And it's raining out. It's nighttime. It's raining out. That's just ridiculous. 12 miles for $8.65. You guys already know, held out as I usually do, and believe it or not, Grubhub came through. This is why you have to have multiple apps. I mean, this is surprising for me. Grubhub has not been good for me for a while, and lately they have been coming through. They have been coming through with some good offers. Here's the offer that I ended up accepting, $14.03. Now it is 2 orders, but they're both at the same restaurant, which I do like when you do have to pick up 2 orders and they're at the same restaurant, for 4.2 miles. Now this restaurant's a Thai restaurant. They're usually pretty good, so the order should be ready or close to being ready. But let me know, guys, have you guys been seeing these backwards offers? They're just ridiculous. We're heading in. Hi.
Pick it up.
Yes, I have 2 pickups for Grubhub, Sabrina R and Chris H.
Sabrina is coming. Chris H is ready.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Sabrina. Perfect, yeah. And you have, oh, they're already there. Never mind.
Yep,
The straws.
that's good.
Perfect. Yep. Thank you so
see.
much. Cool. There we go. Cool. Thank you. All right, there's about a 5-minute wait, so not too bad. The first order was just 1 item, some pad thai. That was ready. The second order, there was probably a couple dishes and a couple of drinks. Now the drinks, they get, you know, the little drink holders, the cardboard drink holders. That thing is like really flimsy. An accident is waiting to happen. Luckily, I keep some spares of those cardboard drink carriers. You know, if you go into like Wendy's or Burger King, sometimes they'll have them next to the fountain. I will grab a few to have them in my car. 1, sometimes restaurants are out of those drink carriers, and 2, sometimes you need to double up so you don't have an incident, because like I said, it was super flimsy. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get another one under it to make it solid. So we are good to go. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? You know, you sit there for a minute and it kind of slows you down. It wasn't long at all. I think that's all. I can't think of what else there was, but we're gonna go get this order dropped off. First customer is a house, 3 minutes, 1.4 miles. We're on our way. All right, guys, smooth drop off. I think I've delivered a Spark order to that customer before, and I remember what I was going to tell you guys. Those cardboard drink carriers, I'll also use them to prop up the order in the bag if it's like a narrow order of soup or something, so it doesn't topple over. I'll just use the cardboard drink carriers, you know, the spares that I get from like Wendy's, to prop it up. It comes in handy. You just never know when you're going to need them. Next customer, 3 minutes, 0.7 miles. We're on our way. Hi, Chris.
Yeah.
Perfect. How's it going? Good. All right, there you are. Have a good night. Thanks. All right, guys, eventually got the order dropped off. So this apartment complex is off of a busy road. GPS got me here, got into the complex fine, but it is dark, rainy, nasty out. And there's 2 buildings. It's a smaller complex, but one, I was wondering, am I even at the right place? I can't even find a building number at all. And I don't know. It's the way it looks kind of threw me off. I'm like, is this even the apartment complex? I kind of backed up, looked at the sign at the entrance. It is the apartment complex, or it is an apartment complex, but there's 2 addresses. So then I'm like, which one is it? Finally, like, I'm gonna have to get out of my car and go check. It's one of the ones you have to walk in and get buzzed in type of thing, but there was no notes. So, you know, sometimes you got to figure it out. So I go up there, and then there's like a typed note on the door, which I can't get access to, the second door, that confirms the address. And I'm like, okay. Then there's like this little buzzard system. You tap the button, but I don't get any response. I don't hear no sound. So I'm like, does this even work? So I'm like looking around, and then all of a sudden a guy comes, the customer. So, okay, it does work. You know, I'm used to seeing the newer intercom systems, but hey, as long as it works and the customer knows somebody's there waiting for, must have been, you know, waiting and knew that it was me. So, but there's no like way to enter a code. He must have like a scan card. But anyways, it got dropped off, but it is just, here's the thing. It is super dark in this parking lot. I think that's the issue. Plus, I can't find a building number on the building. So it's kind of, it could have been worse. If it was bigger, it could have been worse. You know, it's dropped off. That's what matters. Anyways, the other thing is I was trying to figure out the whole situation with this apartment. And it is a Grubhub night, guys. Grubhub has been coming through. I know some of you guys, Grubhub is like your main app. It's really good for you. And I've told some of you guys, it just hasn't been good for me. It used to be my #1 app back in the day, but Grubhub has been coming through lately, and I'm just like blown away. Anyways, I hadn't completed the order yet, but they threw add to queue offer, which I couldn't refuse. $10.58 for 5.4 miles for Panda Express. We're gonna head there now, and hoping the order's ready. Let's go get these wheels back to moving. Is that order for Chris W by chance? Grubhub?
No, not Chris W.
Okay, do you know about how long you guys are behind?
Yeah, we're pretty behind.
15?
Probably longer.
Longer? Okay, good to know, thank you. All right, guys, what a bummer. I'm sure you guys could see that place is packed. They're yelling out, they're out of certain things. And I was standing there waiting to try to catch somebody walking by, try to grab an employee that, you know, that could take a look at this one order sitting on the shelf. The shelf used to be like where we could look at the names ourselves. Now they moved it back behind the counter. No surprise, it's been a while since I picked up this location. It can get crazy in there, but usually I have no problem getting my order. Well, in this case, I'm trying to at least find out if that's my order on the shelf, and if not, how long I'm going to be waiting for, because if it isn't ready within a reasonable amount of time, I don't want the order. It sounds like he doesn't even really know, and I'm throwing out a couple options. He's like, probably longer than that. I'm like, okay, I am unassigning this offer. I'm not going to sit there and wait for him. I'm going to try to get something else. So mark the order not ready, and then I put, it says, any idea what's causing the delay? Restaurant is busy / long line. Any idea how long the restaurant might be delayed? Well, he doesn't really know, but I threw out a couple of options, and it sounds like it's probably going to be 20 to 30 minutes. So that's what I put. Unassign the order. Let's see what else we can get. But what a bummer. It happens sometimes. It happens, but you know, I was hoping to get the order. If you would have told me like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and I would have hung out. Sometimes they will, but when they have no idea, I am unassigning. So let's see what else we can get. All right, guys, I was able to line up another order. Ubereats sent me an offer for Taco Bell. Now, at first I was like, which Taco Bell is it? Because I have two within kind of the same vicinity. One of them, I know I would probably have to drop the order if I went in there, kind of like Panda Express, because you know, there's usually waits in there. They never seem to have it together. The drivers always get put off. They're always handling the drive-through. They can't seem to balance it out. But this Taco Bell location is the Taco Bell I like picking up from. They seem to have it together over here. All the years that I've been driving, this one is my favorite Taco Bell. Order is for $6.50 for 3.4 miles. We're heading in there. Let's go get this order. Hi Hi, I have a Uber Eats pickup for Mary Ann B. Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much. You too. Order was ready. Yay. Customer 4 minutes, 2.1 miles. They are in a house and it is a leave it door. We are on our way. The rain is really coming down right now. I'm sure you guys could hear it. So drop off went smooth, but I'm driving down the road. You know, you're paying attention to the houses as you're coming up, keeping a lookout. Well, there's one really dark house, and then there's a house that's lit up, and me and my husband always joke about the drop off to the customers, probably the darkest house. Sometimes it turns out to be the darkest house on the block. I don't know why it is, but it ends up being that way sometimes. Anyways, surprise, surprise, the brighter house was actually the customer's drop off. They have a bright front porch light, lights up their address really well. She was all prepared, had her screen door propped open, probably because she's had you know, deliveries left in front of her screen door. Like I've said before, I've had that happen. You're like, how the heck am I supposed to get my order? So she had it open, set the order by her front door. All went well. So tonight hasn't been that bad. It could have been a lot worse. Of course, had to do some declining, a lot of backwards offers, held out for the reasonable offers as I usually do, but was able to keep the wheels to moving. The rain is just really coming down right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Always so much appreciate you guys riding along with me as always. And of course, if you did enjoy the ride along, do give the video a like, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye guys.